Welcome to the Arizona Wildcats Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley here with Daniel Burke. Daniel, Arizona's offensive line has looked just great through the first 2 weeks of the season. This week, Nevada comes to town, and they bring with them one of the better pass rushers you're going to see out of a mid-major school. Tell me about Brock Hecking.
You mean one part of the Nasty Boys tag team from back in the day? That's what he looks like. He looks the part. He's got that blonde hair flowing, a weird haircut, headband, but he can play. I mean, he had 9 sacks last year, 14.5 tackles for loss, already starting to do damage this year. So much of Saturday's game, in my opinion, is Mickey Baucus and Fabian Ebele keeping him away from Anu Salmon and letting Anu Salmon have time to throw, because if he gets in his grill, yeah, it's going to be a long night. Watch
this reference right here. If Arizona can take care of business in the front, will there be a party in the backfield?
There won't be if they take care of business in the front. There will be no party. They'll be able to complete the passes. That's good. That's good.
Thank you.
Nice reference.
Tell me, what about Arizona's rushing attack has impressed you the most through the first 2 weeks?
Just how productive it is, and I wish I understood why. You know, Arizona, this is 19 straight games now they've had a 100-yard rusher. One more they'll tie Nebraska for the record. And I mean, it's just amazing. And you know, it's not to slight Kadeem Carey or anything, but you wonder, could anyone have done that last year? And they just obviously have it's one of the things I want to work on this week. It's obviously they have a blocking scheme and the personnel to do it. And Nick Wilson, in his second career game, you know, for a true freshman to run 30 times, 174 yards and a touchdown the way that he did, I mean, it's just impressive, and I think it goes back to the offensive line. I mean, you know, Baucus and Ebele are really good on the edge, but they're good inside too. Steven Garola and Lenny Mayava making his first start of the season last week, and then Cayman Bundage is as good a run blocker as there is in the league, I think. So, I mean, they have the personnel to do it up front, and you know, Solomon deserves credit too, because he's making the decision whether to hand it off or to throw it or keep it himself, and same as Danker did last year. So the quarterback should make smart decisions with the ball.
Absolutely, and it's worth considering too, Daniel, that the number of plays that they run. I mean, if you run the ball 50 times and get more than 2 or 3 yards a gain, suddenly you've got your 150 yards rushing as a team, and you're winding the other team and knocking them back a little bit.
That's what I think. You're winning the other team. You're putting them on their heels, and no team likes to give up big pass plays, obviously. But when you just keep giving up 5, 6 yard rushes, it's demoralizing.
This is the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. Ryan Finley here with Daniel Burke. Daniel, quickly before we go here, who starts at tailback on Saturday against Nevada?
Boy, I think it's going to be hard to take Nick Wilson out of there, and even if Jones Grigsby's 100%, which I don't think he will be, they sounded, Rich Rod yesterday sounded very iffy. If Jones Grigsby practices this week or plays, I think they'll have Devontae Neal back, but maybe not Jones Grigsby. So I would think Nick Wilson, after that game he had last week, he's the guy.
In your 2 years on the football beat, high ankle sprains are?
Not good.
Not good.
They're lingering.
Lingering, right.
Yeah.
This could be a problem for the next couple of weeks, I'm sure. This is the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. For Daniel Burke, I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.
Try this matchup. Low prices and faster checkout. You can count on it at Fry's.